All right, guys, in this video, we're going to talk about how to land your first high-paying client in 7 days. This is going to be a higher level video for guys who are kind of like they understand where they need to be in terms of a personal brand, but they just want to start converting this audience into money. Okay, so even if you're completely unknown, like this framework will help you if you're unknown and you kind of understand how to already make content already. So this part is going to be, the ideal beginners. So these are the people who haven't done anything. You're just kind of starting. Now, realistically, if you're just starting, you're not going to have a fucking high paying client in 7 days. But this will help you be able to at least get started. This video is more for guys who have already been making content. All right, but you got to find your superpower. I see so many guys trying to play an unfair game. I literally just had 2 students that joined my mentorship, and like one of them had a established sneaker company, side hustle that was making him like 5 to 10 grand a month, and then he wanted to do a lifestyle brand. And we were like, hell no, bro, do the damn sneaker. You love sneakers, you make money from sneakers. So I think you guys are getting confused what a personal brand is. A personal brand does not have to be something completely brand new. The goal is to find your superpower. What problem have you already solved? Okay, what problem have you already solved? If you're already making money doing something, why not scale that? If you already have a skill, why not scale that? Right? The problem that I had was when I started my personal brand stuff, I was like, okay, how do I make money? You know what I'm saying? But I was like, wait, I'm a D1 track and field athlete. Why am I trying to fucking figure this shit out? I'm already good in fitness. Why don't I just teach people this shit? And the moment I took that, I just ran with it. I took me being good at fitness, me being good at getting people in good shape, me being good at already knowing how to work out, and I helped people with it. Okay, how do I make money? Just do what you're good at already. What skill do people ask about you? What do people ask you about? Right? My bad. What skill do people ask you about? If people don't ask you, hey, how can you help me with this something specific, then you're not really that good at anything yet, and you got to go work on it. When I was starting my personal brand with fitness, like my friends would ask me, how do I get in good shape? How do I get in good shape? How do I get fitter? And that's what I helped people with. Okay. They weren't asking me, oh, how do you solve my medical disease? They saw me being in good shape and they asked me how they can get help with that. So what do people get advice from you? What do people come and ask you about to help them with? It's that simple. That's what you need to build a brand about. If you're like the sneaker guy, if people are asking you about sneakers, then make a brand about sneakers. And then what transformation can you provide? This is incredibly important. You have to know how you're going to take your customer from where they currently are to what desired outcome that you're going to give them. Because that's what they're going to pay you for. If you don't have that end outcome, if you don't have that transformation, they won't pay you anything. A high paying client is going to pay for transformation. Okay. Stop thinking that your skills aren't valuable. That's just a limiting belief. I can't shake this enough. How guys are trying to join our mentorship and they're trying to do the most random shit. Like, why are you trying to do fitness if you're a doctor? Like, you already have a high level skill. Okay. Now, day number 2. We're on day number 2. We now know what our superpower is. We now know what people either ask us advice for or what problem that we've already solved, right? And then what transformation we can help people with. Day number 2, we're going to then define our ideal client. Who exactly are you helping? Who exactly are you helping? The person that you want to serve, who exactly is that person? What do they look like? What is their day-to-day like? What are their hobbies? What are the things that they're not into? When I get my students to start off with defining their niche, I ask them to think the person that you're trying to help, what are the things that they don't even want to do? What are the things that they don't even want to get into? That's who your personal brand is about. That's who your target avatar is. The person that you want to help. I always tell my students as an example, try to sell me, right? I know what my day-to-day activities are. I'm sitting up there listening to podcasts, getting information, coaching, making videos. So if somebody was to try to sell me, they would have to curate that offer to me. What's their income level? This is unbelievably important. Okay. Who are the people you're trying to help? How much money do they make? If they don't make money, it's not useful. So this is probably the biggest mistake most people make. Okay. You're trying to serve everybody. You're trying to serve the people. You're trying to serve the poor. You're trying to serve this. The people that you're trying to help, they make a certain amount of money. Talk to them. Be relatable to them. I started to make more money when I said, hey, I'm going to help the people who are already busy professionals. I'm going to help men who already have a career. I'm not here trying to serve everybody. I'm here trying to help the people who can at least afford my service, who can afford my transformation. There is no point in you trying to help somebody if the transformation that you're trying to help them get, they can't even achieve it. Okay? Next, what problems keep them up at night? The people that you're trying to serve, right? They go through certain problems. What are those problems? Right? Something is keeping them up at night. You got to be careful. The people you're trying to help, if you don't relate to them, if there's no alignment, they won't give you any money. Okay? Next, you're gonna clarify what your mission statement is. I help people with their lives. That does not give you no money, right? I help CEOs optimize team productivity. Do you see how specific that gets? Right? A CEO is wondering, how can he optimize his team's productivity? He doesn't want you just to talk to him, just to talk to him. Okay? He wants you to help him with something specific. His problems are what your offer are going to be about. Okay? Day number 3, you're going to create your irresistible offer. You want to sell outcomes, not your time. Your time is not what the audience cares about. Your time is not who your target avatar cares about. They care about their outcomes. So stop trying to sell them. Oh, I'm gonna put in a bunch of time into you. I'm gonna help you lose. I'm gonna coach you for an hour. I'm gonna do all this. No. They don't really care about your time. You think that your time is valuable, but they don't really care, right? They want a specific outcome. So you want to say things like, I'll help you lose 20 pounds in 90 days, not I'll coach you for not an hour. Here's a distinction. I'll help you lose 20 pounds in 90 days is outcome focused, not time focused. You saying you're going to coach them for an hour is thinking that, oh, you telling them how much time you're going to spend is going to make them care. They don't care. People pay for results, not your time. Okay? Day number 4 is you want to build instant authority. Share your transformation story. All right? What gets people to go over the edge is if they feel like you went through something similar. You had an upbringing or you had adversity that you had to go through. Okay? If they don't feel like you went through something similar, they don't feel like you can understand them. People buy from people that they know, love, and trust. All right? You want to post daily valuable content. You want to show proof of your expertise because you don't need millions of followers. You just need positioning. Okay? Relate your story as many times as possible into your message. Show the things that you went through. Show the problems that you overcame. Show proof of your expertise. Show who you've helped or show you overcoming a specific struggle. Day number 5 now is coming to the money-making thing. That's how we're going to make some bread. Day number 5, you're going to be reaching out like a pro. The framework here is 1, you're going to mention something specific about them. So this is how you do cold outreach. Okay? Let's say somebody watches your story. You've been making content. I prefer you stick with this if you're just starting out. Cold outreach can be a little bit more challenging. But as you're making content and people are watching, right, what you want to do is you want to go to their Instagram page or go to, if they're watching you, this is going to be specifically for Instagram, where you can see who this person is. and you want to mention something about them. Like, hey man, I see you live in so and so, and you're trying to do so and so, right? You want to briefly state the problem that you solve. I help guys. Let's say you're in fitness. I help guys lose 20 pounds in 90 days. All right, and then you're going to offer value. Listen, I have a free guide that'll help you understand what foods to avoid. And then you say, hey, if you want extra help, here's a link to book a call with me, and let's see if we're a good fit to work together. That's how you reach out like a pro, especially when you're just starting out, right? Relate what you're saying, because if they feel like you're just messaging them because you want money, they're not gonna convert. Like, hey, Jonathan, I see that you live in Miami, and you work in construction, man. How's it going? Oh, it's pretty good, man. Well, as you know, I help guys lose 20 pounds in 90 days. I have this free ebook here that'll help you identify what foods to avoid to help you get in good shape. And then here's also a coaching link, like a one-on-one link. If you find value in that ebook, you can always book a call with me and see if we're good fit to work together. Boom. That can be several messages. That can be one message, right? But no desperate energy. You're just providing a solution. And day number 6, you're going to master the sales call. So as you do this, you're going to be reaching out. The goal is to reach out to about 20 to 25 people a day. As you're making content, as you've identified what your offer is going to be, right? You're going to be reaching out to people, and they're going to start booking calls. So when you get on these calls, when people book these calls with you, real quick tip: best way to book a call is just a Zoom link, right? That is attached to your calendar. It's that simple. All right. Day number 6 is mastering the call, right? Ask questions about their situation. This is not a high pressure sales environment where you're just trying to get the sale. That does not work anymore. There's something called modern day sales. Modern day sales is how you actually make money. All right. Listen more than you talk. So if I'm on a sales call with somebody, I'm like, hey man, okay, exactly what's going on with your situation? What's going on with fitness? Let's say I'm in fitness. Let's say I'm in dating. What's going on with your dating life, man? Tell me about it. Oh, well, I'm this and this and this. You just want to ask probing questions. Get clear. Take notes. Have a pen and paper out where you're like taking notes, or like even something that you pay attention to what's going on, what they're telling you, so you can refer back to what they're telling you when you present your offer, right? You present your solution as the bridge. And then your offer is going to be what you believe you're worth. 3 months, 6 months mentorship, right? Where you're charging anywhere from $3 to $5K to give them one-on-one personalized service. Whether that be helping them with their physical fitness, helping them with whatever niche that you're in, you want to curate this offer that way. Be confident about your price. A lot of people, they feel uncomfortable asking for money. It's not going to work, right? If you really position your brand as the bridge, you deserve $3, $4, $5,000 for 6 months. Why not? You're helping this person achieve a transformation, and then you want to collect payment immediately. Okay, if they are onboarded, great. All right. Which card do you want to use? You send them payment. You give them a link to pay, or you collect payment details on a call. Okay. Next, if they say no, you offer payment plans. Remember, you were taking notes. If they give you objections, you want to just go back to the notes that you've taken on what they've told you. Here's, hey man, you told me this, and this, but now you're telling me this, or you told me this and this. Are you sure this is what you want? This is how we can provide a solution. All right. This is simple. We're not even going to get into objection handling. We're not going to get to none of that stuff. Right. We're going to get to this is just how you land your first high paying client in 7 days. And then every no gets you closer and closer to your yes. This sales call is going to be a skill that you need to master, because when you're building your own company, you're going to be the first person selling it. Unless you go and outsource a team and you get people to start paying, like you get people to start like selling for you, you're not going to be able to afford to pay a sales team yet. So you got to be very clear with what you're doing, be very clear with the offer that you have, make sure that it's irresistible. Okay. And lastly, most people won't do this because they're scared of rejection. you'd rather stay broke, right, and comfortable than rich and uncomfortable. Most people would rather be poor and barely making ends meet than to reach out to people, make content, offer your products and services because I don't want to feel like people. I don't want to, man, bullshit. If you know you can help people, you deserve the money that you're asking for because you know you're going to provide them a transformation. And the more and more people you help, the more and more confident you're going to be in your offer. I know my services give my clients results. I know my services give my students results. So I'm not shy from asking what I know I'm worth because I know the transformation that I give to people is worth way more than the price that I'm asking. The feeling that I give to people is worth way more than the price that I'm asking. Okay? And that's it, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, you like this format, this is exactly how to get a high paying client in 7 days. All right. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Don't forget, I have an inner circle mentorship where I help men with their personal brands. If you're looking for extra help, a personalized service, we help men who are making at least $5,000 a month, who are in their careers and they want to escape their 9 to 5 and want to build their own brand. You must be serious. You must be an action taker. Right. So if you're serious, not just curious, there's a link in the chat, pin description. Click the link, apply. Let's see if we're a good fit to work together.